first stop at the airport is Starbucks.
Oh, darn. You know, Bob?
What'd you forget?
My glasses. I left them on the table and I thought they were in here.
Well, guess what? You're getting another pair of reading glasses. That'll make 75.
Here we are in Minneapolis, waiting for a connecting flight to Calgary. Hopefully we've left the screaming kid behind on the plane going to Vancouver.
Well, here we are in beautiful downtown Calgary at the Marriott. And as you can see, we're ready for Stampede. If you look at the elevators, they're all decorated.
It is Calgary Western Stampede time, and the whole town is ready for the big rodeo. So, but we're not.
We just learned that the train station is right across the street. Apparently those doors there. We're right across the street from the Calgary Tower. Oh yeah. Notice the street is closed off. Oh, look who's across the street scouting things out. And if we look across the way here, lots of shops and restaurants. Sounds like a little thunder out there.
They went that way. That's what he told me, that way. Okay? All of them. They all went that way. I think maybe we better beat out the storm and go in here, and there's several different chiefs in here.
Oh yeah, it's raining.
Come in, girl. Here we are in the James Joyce pub in Calgary, and we happen to be in the James Joyce non-smoking room. If you notice, it's quite small, but we have it all to ourselves. And we have a lot of James Joyce memorabilia here. In the background, you hear some live music. It's actually an Irish jam session. On the Atkins diet a tad too long, but he does recommend this Calgary Stampede wine right here. There it is. It's Sunday, July 4th, and we're waiting to board the Rocky Mountaineer. I just heard it pull into the station, and I've got my gold leaf pin, so I'm ready for the gold leaf service, and soon they'll be calling us to lead us over to the platform. Here we are in the dome car. It's raining, but we're inside.
Well, here we are sitting in the dining car.
At the first
waiting
sitting.
for breakfast. The first sitting,
we
right.
have our little taste empties, our honey buns.
Why don't you open the menu?
Okay.
Well, we started off with some wonderful cinnamon buns,
Honey buns.
coffee, and orange juice. Now we're being served our first course of fruit.
Our luscious-looking lobster egg Benedict has just arrived with crunchy potatoes.
Well, here we are at the rear of the train, and as you can see, we're making some pretty good time.
Just before we reach the mountains, we travel through the Stony Cree Indian Reservation. En route, we passed a small city called the Cochrane, at the heart of the ranching country, all in cattle, here in southern Alberta. This town was founded by Matthew Cochrane, a gentleman who moved here from Montana with a group of people and their cattle.
That is the border. And one last thing I want to mention, and that is please adjust your watches because we've now left Mountain Time, entering onto Pacific Time.
We've been traveling for, let's see, about 6 hours. And we're actually seeing some blue sky here.
Let's see what's for lunch. Well, gee, the gazpacho looks good. And they have that strip loin that everybody seems to have here.
Yeah, we're on the bridge now, and looking down we see the Stony Creek. And if you get close to the window looking down at the bridge, you see many of the rivets. 9 million, all hammered by hand. Okay, so that's the Beaver Valley at the very bottom there. And now to the right for the waterfalls. Also nice photograph. You don't see when you develop your pictures. There's always a tree note, you know, in the way.
Well, while I was taking the pictures of the bridge and the waterfall, they served our lunch, which is a plate of sirloin with carrot, asparagus, and mushrooms, and I'm not sure what else, roasted potato.
Squash.
Turn the plate a little bit, won't you? Not bad. Not bad for a train luncheon. Okay.
When we enjoyed the gazpacho, it was excellent. There's a little log in the shot here.
We're now coming to Three Valley Lake. And named such because Port Richard, 3 valleys do converge at this point. Again, Trans-Canada Mountain Highway off to the opposite side of the lake. Always shadowed by the Trans-Canada.
Oh, never mind.
There you go. Covered bridge experience.
Yeah.
Once again, just to remind you that this is a non-smoking coach all day today until we arrive in Vancouver this afternoon. At this time, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We'll be calling for breakfast, as I said, in a few minutes.
So we're entering now tribal land. The land around here belongs to the Kamloops First Nation, the Kamloops tribe. The little name is Shawatmesh tribe. That's one of the 673 different Indian tribes that we have in Canada, numbering 1 million.
Right now we're passing the Indian reservation.
Sawmill division.
Outside of Kamloops. And when we get to it, up on the hill, you can see a lot of very nice looking residential areas. Of course, this area looks kind of industrial. We're making our way slowly out of Kamloops, and this area is a lot drier than what we saw yesterday going through the mountains. The temperatures here during the summer get a lot higher.
Out of the rainforest into the desert now.
Exactly. Overlooking Kamloops.
Well, from this point down to the town of Field, we'll be descending over 1,200 feet in elevation, approximately 14 miles.
So what do you think about this trip so far?
Well, we're starting off with a sunny day, no rain.
Day 2 on the train, and we're ready to have breakfast.
Second sitting.
What's on the menu?
Well, same thing as yesterday, but you know, it's sort of hard to choose because I've had the lobster eggs benedict yesterday, and now I'm debating between the
And
salmon
on the left,
and
more
mushrooms.
abandoned buildings going back to the early 19th century. There's a bald eagle on top of the dead tree across the river.
Can you see it?
On the watch,
No.
on the very, very top. See the white head?
Well, breakfast has started with fruit, strawberry, cantaloupe, grapefruit, and orange. The salmon must be wrapped around the scrambled eggs.
Yes. Very clever.
Well, now that you've had a bite of the
It's,
smoked salmon wrapped scrambled eggs,
and the smoked salmon is so juicy. It's not
Yeah.
dry smoke, you know.
what do you think? How does it compare to the lobster yesterday?
Beats out the lobster. Definitely. Big
I think
time.
so too.
Big time.
You got it?
Fantastic.
This is the big kitchen. This is Ryan, one of our main guys here. And we got everything here, the oven, the grills. They prepare everything for this dome and the other dome. The other dome has half the size of the kitchen of this one. And this is our working area. And then we got the main setup where all the food gets made on there. And the altar chef where it keeps some of the food hot. The Dharma Jane, the salad station.
Keeps it hot. So what do you fix the scrambled eggs in? What size container?
They make it a plastic insert, and it's liquid, and then they microwave it, and then it's done. And then the steaks they cook, the sausages they put in the oven, the bacon in the oven. The salmon is wrapped.
Yeah, that was
there.
excellent.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Take a refreshment before lunch?
And we pretty much follow the entire route of the sockeye salmon, all the way from Adams River, tracing it down to the
Trying different things, so
almost where the Fraser River drains into the Pacific.
that's
And what you see in front of you is the Trans-Canada Highway. And the tracks have been paralleling the highway within some distance for quite some time now. Here we are for our last lunch on the Gold Leaf Mount Rocky Mountaineer. And again, here's the menu. So, what does it look like today?
well, let's see.
Well, look, they have a different soup.
Oh dear,
It's a
wild
completely
mushroom.
different.
Wild mushroom
menu.
chowder. That sounds interesting. Oh my
Sounds
goodness.
wonderful.
Wow.
Salmon, chicken,
Yes.
bison,
Temperatures in the winter will hover around, let's say 5 to 12 degrees Celsius, about from 38 to 45, 50 Fahrenheit.
Ginseng, ginger, cheesecake. I've lost track here.
That's a fruit compote with strawberries. And then a little choo-choo train
With
a cream filling in the cars
yes,
and chocolate brownie.
brownies of some sort.
Some more fixer-uppers.
Yes.
If you're looking for a new ship. Well, for those of you still in our dining room, I'd like to take the opportunity to invite you back upstairs. We will, in a few moments, be crossing over the Fraser River.